Yeah, sige, sige. Okay, now we are recording, actually. I think we are recording. Yes, we are. Okay, so we are recording. You will see that flickering because it's recording. So today is our session number 6, the last session for AutoCAD. Okay, you already know how to do the basic of lines and all of these things, including printing, which you have done already. Okay, so now I will introduce to you the 3D world of AutoCAD. Okay, we go to the model space. So there's a reason why there is this view cube. Okay, so the view cube before we are always using it like this. We always see the top view. Okay, so actually if you click one of the corners here, the bottom right corner, it will bring you to the 3D world. See now your crosshairs have the vertical element. Okay, so the blue line here is the vertical element, which is the height. Okay, and that is also called the z-axis or z-axis. Okay, before we only see the y and the x-axis. Now we can now see the z-axis. Okay, so this gives you an opportunity to create things in 3D. Okay, so let's say for example, you can go here to your 3D tools. Do you see your 3D tools? Can you see your 3D tools in your computer? If it's not there, right click here or right click anywhere and take your tool palette and make sure that uh, you check your 3D tools. Yeah, here in the show tabs, you should click your 3D tools. Okay, so I have my 3D tools here because I have it checked here. So you just right click here, anywhere here in the vacant palette, and then click show tabs, and then make sure that the 3D tools is checked here. Did you find it, Rashid? Okay. So now you have your, okay, this will be very helpful when we move into SketchUp. Okay. So now you have these nice tools, right? You have box, blah, blah, blah. Under the box, you have other things. Okay. So if you click box, you just do this, do that, and do that. You already have the box in 3D. Then you can change your view into click this. Instead of wireframe, put it to shaded with edges. Then you have your box already. Okay? You can do another shape like cylinder. Click cylinder. Initially, you will make a circle. Click and then lift it up or lift it down. It's up to you. Okay? And then try the other shapes. You have a sphere. If you want to create a ball, that is a sphere. So right away, it's a ball. Okay? What else do you have? You have a pyramid, like that. Okay? And then lift it up to decide on the height. Then you have, what else? So many things. You can make a donut. If you're hungry already, you can create your donut. Okay? That Indian donut. What do you call the Indian donut? The one with the sugar. Because the Indian restaurants, they have this. What do you call it? Like a donut, brown color. They fry it. Huh? South Indian food, huh? Okay. Wada. Ah, they don't put sugar. They don't put sugar. Salty. Okay. You have a wedge. So wedge is like what is a wedge? So it's just like that. It's like a slice of pizza, maybe. Okay. So when you have these kind of 3D elements, 3D objects, we call it 3D objects. How do I rotate? I just press my shift key and middle mouse button. You can do this. Press your shift key and your middle mouse button. You can control this. Does everyone can do it? Okay. So when you already have these 3D tools, if you click it, you have more grips. Look, you have those grips that you can actually click, and then you can just move your, I mean, modify your objects like this. If you want to pull this up like that, it will move. Okay. So we have other things like polysolid. What is a polysolid? So it's like a solid wall creating your house. Okay. But it will have some settings. Let's say, for example, if you go to polysolid, it can, if you click the arrow down, it will give you the height. You can give the height. Okay, let's say the height that you want is 3,500. Enter, and then it will give you the width. The width will be 200. So this is now similar to your wall. Okay, press enter. Then now you can start. So this is actually 200 by 3,500 wall that you can do for your house already. So you already did your house in 3D. Okay, something like that. We're just familiarizing on the things that you can do. So when you're in the 3D mode, you can still use your normal tools. Like if you want to rotate, let's say this, you want to rotate it, you go to your home tab, and you can use this rotate tool. Where is the rotate tool? Rotate. Okay, you can rotate. You select a base, and then you can rotate it like that. Okay. You need to mirror. Of course, you can mirror and copy. You can copy. Want to copy this? Just copy like that. Okay. Okay. If you need to now this time, if you want to create your own shape and make it a 3D, we call it here in the 3D tools. We call it what you call as extrusion. Okay. So before you do the extrusion, you go first to your line or polyline. Let's say polyline. Then you create a shape and you close it. Just make sure you close it there. Then in your 3D tools, you can click on extrude. It will let you select that line, press enter, then you can now make that shape a solid. Okay? Okay. So the next part, so this is very easy, right? You just copy, create something. So let's use some of the other tools here. We have what we call press pull. This is actually very similar to the commands that we will be using in SketchUp. Okay, so look at the press pull. The press pull, if you have a surface, let's say this surface, if you click that, you can actually pull it, pull or push it. By push it, it goes there. So let's say for this face, I can actually pull it or push it like that. Okay. Then I will have other faces. Let's say this is the face I want to choose. I can just pull it like that. So this is really a fun tool to use. Okay. Imagine what you can do, right? So the next thing that I want you to learn is these three editing tools. Okay, we have what we call a union, subtract, and intersect. Once you understand this, you will be very good in creating 3D objects. Okay, so let's say, for example, you have one box. Let's copy the box. And you have one cylinder. Copy the cylinder. Let's put it beside the box. Okay. So your goal, for example, will be three. We will be using the three tools here, which is union, subtract, and intersect. See the comparison on what will happen with these three. I will copy these two objects, copy. I'll create three copies. Okay. So for the first one, I will be using what? I'll be using slice first. Or what do you want to use first? Union. Let's use union. So for now, these are two objects that are separate. Okay. So if I click union, I can choose these two objects, press enter. Now this is now united. They are now in union. They are one object already. Okay. So for these two, what's gonna happen? We'll be doing subtract. Let's copy another one. Copy another set. Okay. So for this part, let's do the subtract. Click subtract. Okay. It will ask you, look at the command prompt. It says select objects. Okay. Say you select this object first. Okay. And then enter. Then it will ask the other object. Enter. Oh, sorry. I think they changed the command here. Subtract. Let's select the objects. Okay. And then enter. Now it will ask which one do you need to subtract. Enter. Why? They change it. Why is that happening? These are solid tools. Okay. Let's try to unite them, union them first. Let's put them together. Union. Enter. So now let's see what happens. If I subtract, enter. Did I forget this tool? What happened now? Should be easy. Again, let's try again. Subtract, combine to select this, and then enter. Solid surfaces and regions to subtract. Or enter. There. Look now. Okay. That part have been subtracted. Okay. So let's do it the other way around. Let's say for this, let's make this a little bit shorter so that you can see it. Okay. I will just do it again. I'll copy both. Okay. So again, subtract, select this, enter, and then select this, enter. Okay. So the last object that you subtract, that will be subtracted from the two objects. Okay. So this time, let's do it the other way around. Click subtract, select this object first, enter, and then select this object, enter. Now it is subtracted the other way around. Okay. So that is subtract. Let's do it one more time so that you will remember properly. So let's get this, let's copy this sphere and this pyramid, and let's put them together, I mean beside each other. Okay. They are beside each other. Okay. Now let's copy them both. We have three objects. Okay. So now let's do subtract. Again, subtract. Select the um, pyramid, enter, and then select the sphere, enter. So that's what happens. It cuts it. It bites it. It's like an apple. You bite an apple. Okay. So the other way around. Subtract. Let's start with a circle, and then enter. Then select the pyramid. Enter. So this becomes like a cheese ball that you cut a, a piece out of it. No? Queso de bola na yan, sir. Ha? Okay. In Philippines, we call it queso de bola. You know that the ball cheese is a very special element in the holidays in the Philippines. Okay. So for the next one, we'll be doing intersect. So what happens when you have intersect? So let's see. Click intersect, then select these two objects. Enter. That's what happens. So the intersection between them, that will be left out. the others will be removed. See? So this piece of cheese belongs here, right? So it's like the opposite of the other tool. Okay, Muhammad? So I want you to try something. Play along with the 3D tools. Use the press pull tool. Use the um, extrusion tool, and use the union, subtract, and intersect. Be creative. Just do something.